Hey, it's Tom from Inspiration Metalworks, and it's time to look at the new shop. So, the shop space. The new space is, well, it's bigger. Well, bigger for me, but I tell you, let me set this down for a second. And I'm going to shoot a couple of these videos. I'm going to shoot one that's only for Patreon, which is the one you're watching right now. I'm going to shoot a very similar one at the same time that I'll release in about a week or so to YouTube, to the general population. So, but you guys are getting the first view. Not everything in here is mine, just to be perfectly clear. Right now, the person I bought the house from, they only moved a few miles down the road, really good people, and they needed a little bit of time to get this place cleared out. I knew that I was going to need time to get the house straightened out. We're not living here yet. We're still doing renovations and stuff. It's only been about a week. And so, they've been working on getting stuff out. So the tractor, that stuff's not mine. But there's quite a bit in here that's going to stay. And it's, I guess I should probably point out that it's two buildings that are connected. And, I'm going to turn the AC on. I don't know how loud this is going to get, but I'm going to turn it on. Alright. Let's see how this works, how well it works, how fast it works. This is the first time I've done this. So it's probably going to get a little loud for a minute because the air handler is just off to that direction there, right? But it is heated and cooled. 3 bays, right? This section of it's about a little over 1,000 square feet, and don't know how well you can see it off to that side. That is a 2-post lift. That is staying. So change the angle a little bit. So I'll have a lift in here, right? Kind of interesting. Big open areas, right? Lots of space, lots of room for equipment. Tall ceilings. I could put a VF2 in here if I wanted to, right? 5,000 PSI, 6-inch pour concrete, reinforced flooring. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. What I need to figure out, and what I'd love to hear from you guys a little bit about, is a little bit about the electrical things, and I'll point that out in a minute. And then, I've got some machines that want to be clean and some machines that are dirty, right? So I've got CNC machines. Any of the machining machines, right? So the lathe, the mills, right, stuff like that. Those want to be clean. We don't want all that fine particulate getting into the oils, which then turn into sandpaper, right? Also got plasma cutters and welders and grinders and sanders and all this stuff. And what I've been toying around with the idea of having a clean side and a dirty side of the shop. Right? And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. Now, it is 2 buildings that are connected. You can kind of see the doorway. Let's see if I point on the screen. Yeah, it looks like it's about there. Right? Technically, to me, it's way over here. But yeah. And I'll take you over there in just a second so we can take a look there as well. Because with all this, I need office space. I'm probably going to add a bathroom, at least a basin or something. And keep in mind, it's walking distance to the house, right? So, I could always just walk back to the house if I didn't go to the bathroom. But I want to have some way. I need water out here, if nothing else, just to fill up coolant. I want to be dragging a hose all over the place if I don't have to. So yeah, this is the main part of it, and we'll kind of do a little bit of a. I think you guys saw that side of it, and then I'll take you around this side a little bit more so you can see that. Interesting things about this part, that tank is an auxiliary tank for the air compressor. The air compressor is in the other room. But it's the auxiliary tank to add capacity. Leaving that bench vise, that grinder, that little setup, all staying. And as you can see, right, that's the air handler for the HVAC system. So that's this side of it. Let's pick up and move because I want to talk a little bit about electrical next. All right. Set that down. So electrical panel, right now it's kind of covered up. He's got some some air hoses here, right? You guys can see the panel. It is a rather robust setup. Everything has been done with, run with conduit. I feel really good about that. We've got a couple of outlets here, and then it runs to different locations throughout the shop. So I feel pretty good overall about that. But what I don't like is this is running from the house. So I've got 200 amp service to the house, and then we're coming out here, and what I can't find anywhere is where this is tied into the main panel. I don't see it. I don't know where he's tied this in, right? Which really worries me. Now, the person that owned this place before was a contractor. He actually built this whole shop. I mean, the stuff that he does, you can see, he does quality work, right? So I'm not too worried about that. It's more just going, well, how is this really tied in? Because when I asked him, he said there's 200 amp service out here. So did he just bridge off of the main of the house? I really don't know. And either way, given where I'm at, the proximity to where I can get a new feed from and things like that, I'm going to go ahead and have a new pole put in here. I'm going to have a dedicated service for this location. I would love to know a little bit about what you guys think about that, as far as, because again, this is all on the same property. I don't know what Duke Power is going to say about having a second pole dropped, or what kind of costs are involved with that. It'd be run on that far side because it'd come down the access road here to get to me. I'm just off the main road, the main line's right here. So we're talking a couple 100 feet. It's not a quarter mile or anything like that. It's. I wish I could get 3-phase here, but it doesn't look like I can. So got the hat on. About time to hit up American Rotary so I can get some stuff set up. So yeah, what kind of things should I be looking out for on this? I'd love to hear comments on that as well, because I just don't know. I've never had to do it before. So please let me know what your thoughts are. With that, let's shift to the other side, and I'll show you what's over there, and we'll be right back. All right. So Patreon folks, this is what I was kind of thinking of as the dirty side, and I'm going to walk you around a little bit and show you a couple things here. So it is 700 square feet roughly. Sorry for the shaky cam, I'll do my best. Basically, we've got an air compressor. I'm going to swap this one out for the Quincy and give this one back to the folks we bought the place from. He's leaving a lot of this stuff for me too. That's all 3/16 sheet. I think there's 10 or 12 4x8 sheets of 3/16 steel. He's got an old phase converter. I don't know that I'm going to use it, but it's there, and in a pinch, maybe I'll use it. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Chris over at American Rotary and see what we're really going to need here. I don't know how much of this stuff he's going to leave. There's an awful lot of lumber and things like that, but you can see. If I do make this the dirty side, I'm going to have to do something for like fireproofing or things like that. You get the window there, put some real blinds up, or honestly, I've really been thinking about putting a roll-up door or something on this side so I've got better access. The other option, and I'd love to hear what you guys have to think about this, is to actually pull up this floor and pour a concrete pad. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about all of that. But that's it. We'll get turned back around here. I've got a bunch of stuff to do. It's getting late, so I just wanted to get this going and show you a little bit. So let's go outside, and I'll show you a little bit more about what's been, or what the place looks like from the outside. All right, so outside view. You can kind of get a feel for the size of the shop now. Yeah, it's a pretty good size, especially compared to where I was coming from originally in the 2-car garage. So I'm pretty pleased about that. It sucks to not be co-located with Marty. We're still trying to figure that out. I don't know if we're going to be able to work that out or not. But it's just, it is what it is. It was always meant to be a temporary thing as we were moving and trying to sell our house, and it helped us clear things out so it looked nicer for sale. But we're still working on that. You can see I'd really like to pave a little bit through here, you know, make sure that I can bring equipment in. So that's another thing to bring up, getting equipment in. Would love to hear a little bit about it, because, you know, not so easy to have a forklift on this. I guess they make off-road, or, you know, forklifts, or, you know, heavy-duty style forklifts for this kind of structure, but I would love to hear some comments about that as well. You guys are getting the extra views, so let's show you a little bit more. I've got you actually hanging on the fence post right now. Turn it around. Oops. Yeah, that's the fence post. And you're gonna fall in just a second if I keep doing what I'm doing. So let me switch this. Take it off the fence post. Sorry about the shaky cam. Okay, so you're on the fence post. There's an access road right here. That access road is mine, although it goes back to that farm, right? This spot right here, this parking area, is mine as well. This is part of my property. It's where the previous owner used to park the trailers, and where I will probably keep my trailer. But it is good access to get in and out of this area. So technically, I could have a drive and everything private for this, for the shop. The farm is just amazing. I gotta love that. There is a subdivision over there, but we're not a part of it. Hopefully it's not getting too shaky. You can see the tandem axle. Alright, and there's the house back over there with my buddy's little trailer that we're using for all our demolition stuff. So, any thoughts on this drive, getting equipment in and out? Like, I'm thinking more along the lines of, how do I get an ST10 or a VF2 in and out of this place without destroying equipment? So would love to hear a little bit more about what you guys' thoughts are on that. It is time to wrap this up. So first off, I want to say thank you for continuing to support me. I haven't put a whole lot out on Patreon in the last month or so, and I apologize for that. It's a little strung out, but I'm happy, and things are going very well. It's just one of these times where, from a timing perspective, it's just exhausting. So we're doing everything that we can, and gives you an idea of what's going on. I'm really looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say and what you think about all of this, and what kind of ideas you have, because the hive mind definitely knows a whole lot more than I do. So thanks again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching me get attacked by gnats, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Take care.